Good morning, everyone. You saw that it was like 65 degrees here in Texas right now at the end of August, and we are enjoying these cooler temperatures. We've been like that pretty much all week in the early morning hours. We've been getting in the low to mid 90s in the afternoons, but to be in the mid 60s this time of year is quite different, and we are sure enjoying it. So like I said last week, a couple of things that happens whenever your temperatures go that low at night is your tomato bushes will start to bud out. And so excited about that, and we're seeing that some in the raised bed. Beautiful morning this morning. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to get my tiller out, and I'm going to go through my main garden back here and just see how good that mushroom compost that we got about 10 days ago did this garden. We got great news yesterday. The high tunnel shipped yesterday. We're expecting it sometime next week. And I also got some more great news, and you can hear we have a plane circling overhead. Anyway, got some more great news. I contacted Baker Heirloom and I asked them their advice on what we could grow in our high tunnel during the fall and winter months, and gave them our zone, which is zone 8, and they said we could pretty much grow anything we wanted. He did recommend that we went with the cool weather tomato plants, so we're going to try that. I did order some of those yesterday. Some of the ones he suggested were not available, but others were, and so I got those on order. And so last week I did my seed starting on my cool weather plants, and they're starting to come up. You saw that at the beginning of the video. So today, after I till out here, I'm going to do some more seed starting with some of my peppers and some tomatoes. I'm not going to do a lot because, again, this is something new for us, but I want to see what we can do with this high tunnel this year. It's going to be a learning process, so we're really excited to see how everything turns out, and we'll be doing a video when the high tunnel comes in as my husband puts it up. But another thing I kind of wanted to throw you guys' way is your preparations, your preps. Guess what? We have 2 hurricanes that they think are going to come up through the Gulf of Mexico next week at the same time. One may hit the southeastern states, and one may come right up through Texas. So we're kind of preparing for that too, and if you're in any of these areas, you need to prepare too. Some of the things that we're going to do is make sure that we have plenty of propane on hand, because we do have a generator that will operate off propane and gas. So excited about that. And just make sure we have batteries on hand and ways to cook our food in the event we lose electricity. I don't know what kind of effect it will have on the southeastern or the Gulf states. It's unprecedented, guys. We're in 2020, and who knows? Who knows what's going to happen next? All I can say is such a strange year, and it's a year you need to be relying on the Lord, and you need to be in the Word, and you need to make sure that He has given you direction, and ask Him for direction on how to prepare for this really, really, really strange year. So let's get started tilling, and also I'll show you some of the seed starting I'm going to do. It's going to be just like last week, but hey, let's go ahead and do it. Wow, guys, I'm impressed with how good this soil looks after adding that mushroom compost. You all know we had a terrible year this year due to bad soil that we had gotten from another company out here, but I am very happy with this mushroom compost. And the beauty about mushroom compost is it holds the moisture. You can see it's still very pliable, and we've not had rain here in a very long time, so I'm excited with how it's looking. I just about sink when I'm walking through it, so that's really good, but I want to get it tilled in really good. Let me show you guys just how soft this soil is. Watch my feet just sink. How nice is it to have some workable soil but it's going to be a little bit easier to plant in. It's going to give us some good germination and harvest. Whew, I'm sinking. I can imagine what this will be like when it gets moisture in it, since it's still moist. Look at there. Still moist from when we bought it about 10 days ago, and we watered it down so that it would seep into the ground. Okay, so now that I got the soil worked in, I'm going to do some soil testing before we get that high tunnel up. It's very important that you get your garden prepared before you put that high tunnel up, because once it's up, yes, I'll be able to get my Husqvarna tiller in there, but it's still going to be a little difficult maneuvering through. So I'll be watching it and keeping my soil prepped between now and the time it goes up. So if you've been following me any amount of time, guys, you know that I have that black gumbo soil. It gets very dry and concrete-like in the summertime, and it cracks and it doesn't hold moisture once we lose it. Now, when it rains very heavily, it retains the moisture until one day it just dries up. So it's hard to get in there and it's hard to control the weeds. So some of the things that we're going to be doing with the high tunnel, we're so excited, I can't tell you guys how excited we are. The high tunnel is going to allow us, number one, to control the climate a little bit better. Again, if you've been watching any of my videos, you see that we get hit with early freezes, we get hit with droughts, and then we get hit with deluges of rain, and then wind damage. The wind damage sometimes is terrible. A couple of years ago, we had some beautiful poblano peppers, and they were very high, and got one windstorm, and that was it. They were gone. So it was very disheartening. So the high tunnel is going to allow us to control all of that. Another thing that we're going to be doing in the high tunnel is we're going to be using weed cloth. We do not use herbicides here, and we don't use insecticides unless it's organic. So using the weed cloth is going to allow us to prevent the weeds from coming up and choking out our plants. We've made a lot of changes, guys. We have a lot of great ideas for that high tunnel, and so we really hope that it'll come in next week, and providing we don't get hit with the hurricanes, we will be putting that up and then planting right away. Some things are going to go directly in the soil, and some things are going to go in pots, and we'll be talking more to you about that. But again, the high tunnel is going to be a great addition to our little farm. It's going to allow us to grow year-round, from what I understand. We did get a Rimmel, R-I-M-O-L high tunnel, and we got the double-walled, which means it has 2 layers of the UV plastic cover on it, and in the wintertime, when we run the pump, it will insulate it. So, wow. This is going to be a whole new experience. We hope it's a great experience. It's going to be a learning experience, and we want you to come along with us. So you need to subscribe to our channel. You need to click that little bell so that you know when I'm putting out new videos. And if you like this video, we ask that you click the like button. The channel is growing, and we thank each and every one of you for watching us. So you still got time to get some things in the ground, guys. Your carrots, your beets, your turnips, but you need to do that pretty quick, probably this weekend. And you need to be prepared in the Gulf states next week and watch the weather, see what's coming our way, and make sure you have some preps, and make sure you have some alternate power resources, whether it's battery powered or generator. Just try to prepare as best as you can. 2020, I really don't even know what to say about it anymore. But praise the Lord that we're all still healthy. Our family is healthy. We have everything we need. I'm still employed, and my family is still employed, so God has really provided. So thank you each for watching. Now I'm going to go get started on my seed starting for my peppers and my tomatoes, and we're going to see where this goes. Take care. God bless. Have a wonderful weekend. We will see you soon.